Good afternoon. This is Eric Lee from Central Nervous Systems. In the video today, I'm going to demonstrate Shop Operation Mobile app. So what is Shop Operation Mobile? So it is like for those who use shop floor control in MISys, it allows you to process your labor hours against a work center or against an operation, but it also allows you to start and complete operation. So why do we develop this? For those who have tried labor scanner, you recognize that there's one way to record time and post it into MISys. This is another option. A couple of things that you want to keep in mind. Number one, unlike labor tracker, where the recording of time is on the user side, that is, you need to have different terminals close to the work center for people to start and stop their time. Shop Operation Mobile records information on the server. So it is not going to depend on where the transaction took place. You can be on any terminal and still be able to access the same information. To allow that to happen, we built this on a web platform. So this is a web application that you run on a browser. As you can see, I run this in our network. So the nice thing about that is you can run it on your desktop, but it will be, it's enabled on tablets, on smartphones, and any devices running browser will allow the user to access the same information regardless of where they are. So it's any device and any time. The third thing that we heard feedback from people using a labor tracker and other ways of recording labor transaction is that it is very labor intensive. You have to manually enter the information. Wouldn't it be nice to use a barcode scanner to make that happen? So this mobile application is designed around using a scanner to do the key entry. And last thing is this application isn't decoupled from everything else you use with MISys. In fact, it is a complementary application that uses the same MISys user authentication. So if you have your MISys ID and password, you'll be able to use the same authentication in this mobile application. In terms of design language, this application is like a lot of web pages. You can use this to collapse the user menu on the left, giving you more real estate to do what you need to do. And if you need to use links to go to different areas of the website, you can do so by expanding the list. So to use this application, what do you need? First of all, you got to have MISys, and you need to have shop floor control module. With that setup, you will now be able to define your routing for your production. With your routing, certainly you set up your work centers for each operation, and with that, you can associate labor and overhead. For today's demo, I'm going to show you the manufacturing setup in MISys that I'm going to demonstrate. First, in the user setup, I'm going to use two users in this setting here. One is the shop operator. People typically that doing the job, you want them to clock in and clock out and record their labor hours against a manufacturing order. The other user that I'm going to introduce in this demo is a supervisor, someone in the admin group in my setup, and this individual will have additional function. I'll cover those in a moment. The manufacturing order that I'm going to demonstrate to you is going to be this one here. Just call it 238. So with this is a typical manufacturing order with materials as well as routing. So you can see here that I have two routing steps. and I have a list of material. To use the application, other than the MISys setup, you need to have a barcode scanning device. So a scan gun, whether it is wired or wireless, will work. And because we are trying to eliminate data entry, anything that you input, for example, manufacturing order number, operation number, even user ID, they will all be in barcode. A simple way to do that is to go to any website that you can generate barcode. Code 128 works. As you can see, I have user ID, MO, and operation all coded in a barcode. So let's go back to the web page. As you can see, this web page is very, very simple. And really, that's the intent, to give people in the shop a quick way to get in and get out, to put the critical information in there. This one entry box will take care of will take care of all the entry. There are three things we need to provide the application before we see the transaction enabled. The first is the employee. Who is the user? The second piece of information is the MO number, and last is the operation. So let me put this side by side with MISys. What I'm going to do is transact, and then I can refresh the manufacturing order to show you how the information goes into the MO. Using a scanning device, I'm going to first scan in as Greg. Greg is the shop guy that I described earlier. And I'm going to scan in the MO number and the operation. So you see that after scanning the three pieces of info in, I get a button enabled. This one, it says start time. So as a shop guy, my job is to record my time. I clock in, then I can walk away, go do my job. And then when it comes time to record my time, because I have finished my job or I'm going off for lunch, I can simply check back in and then end time. So clicking the button, the system will create a timestamp of this time recording session. It has my name, it has the operation and MO, and also the start time. Now, if I go away and then do something else, I can simply scan myself back in, MO number, the same operation I'm working on, and as you can see, the button has now been relabeled to show end time. Clicking this will record the time, that is the elapsed time between start and complete, and that time gets posted into the MO operation. So let's take a look. Right now, in this example, I have previously recorded 17 minutes of runtime. And the system is set up to do 1 minute interval, or it will round up to the nearest 1 minute. So when I click end time, the user gets the feedback that the clock out operation was successful. And if I need to see how that time gets logged in the MO, I can refresh and see the time updated. So it is in real time that whoever is tracking progress and tracking production can use this interface for user to log time, and for those who are managing can see all the changes reflected in MISys right away. Now, let me demonstrate this as the supervisor, because not only can we record time, but we can also start and complete operation. So this time I'm going to scan myself in as John. John is in the administrator group. same manufacturing order, and let's say this operation. Now this operation, as you can see in my test, I've previously started recording his time. So the option for a supervisor is if he participates in production, he can definitely scan time, or he doesn't have to record time. He has the additional function to transact operation. So supervisory group or supervisory user has this additional button enable when we recognize who this user who scanned in and the ammo and operation information. This button enables the user to start the operation. Now, the logic here is the operation hasn't been started, the supervisor can make that transaction. So with that, information updated, the user that the operation has started successfully. And if we take a look at MISys, the quantity has started. Why is it 5? Because that is the order quantity of the MO. Now, the nice thing about this is we are using all the MISys function. If you look at the operation setup, this operation is tied to the materials that we want to allocate to the operation. So you see these 7 components will allocate to WIP when we start the operation. Okay, so that's the second function in the MO shop operations page. Now, supervisor can come back to the same MO and same operation when the job is done, or when the operation is done, and then click the button complete operation. So let's take a look at that. When you click complete operation, there's an update message. And when we refresh MISys, we can see that the quantity has been completed. So those are the key functions in Shop Operations Mobile. Now there's one more thing I can show you. Let me log myself in again as Greg. Same MO. Let's say this time I start on operation 20. I clock myself in, but at the end of the day, I forgot to clock out. As a supervisor, I don't have access to Greg's information. So what options do I have? This leads us to the second link here on in the application. This is a admin area, and the administrator can log in and get to this admin page for shop operations. What you see here is simply a collection of hours and sessions started but not completed. A supervisor can come in and be able to see which MO and which operation has time started and not finished. So if I drill down to operation 20, I can see the session that I just started for Greg, that if he had left the building without logging off, I can complete his time prior to completing the operation. In doing so, his hours will be rolled up to reflect the true cost of production, rather than missing out his labor hours when I complete the operation. So there you have it, folks. A quick overview of Shop Operation Mobile. It is an out-of-the-box solution that we that doesn't require a lot of setup, and it will work with your MISys as long as you have shop floor control and a barcode scanning device. So thank you very much for checking out this video. If you have any more questions, please feel free to call us at 604-602-4375. Thank you.